ever met those people who are not the prettiest, not the skinniest, not even the most talented? They don't really have much going for them on the surface, but if they walk into any room, they get the most attention. Everyone's like, who's that? Oh my God, that person, who's that? It's like they have like this aura, like this magic all over them. It's called the Marilyn Monroe effect, and I have it.
The wife of Marilyn Monroe's photographer once said,
"I'll never forget the day Marilyn and I were walking around New York City, just having a stroll on a nice day. She loved New York because no one bothered her there like they did in Hollywood. She could put on her plain Jane clothes and no one would notice her. She loved that. So as we were walking down Broadway, she turns to me and says, 'Do you want to see me become her?' I didn't know what she meant, but I just said yes. And then I saw it. I don't know how to explain what she did because it was so very subtle, but she turned something on within herself that was almost like magic. And suddenly cars were slowing, and people were turning their heads and stopping to stare. They were recognizing that this was Marilyn Monroe as if she pulled off a mask or something, even though a second ago nobody noticed her. I had never seen anything like it before."
This phenomenon is known as the Marilyn Monroe effect.
Perfected this effect when I was 26 years old. I knew that I needed to learn charisma because I grew up a nerd and I didn't have any confidence growing up. But I perfected it so well that I can turn it on and turn it off at any point. Neuroscience. Last night, I went out with like three girls. We went to a bar in Tampa and I turned it on. I walked into the bar and I went, doop, and I turned it on. And I got so much attention. I think I got like 4 or 5 free drinks. I kept giving it to the girls. And the girl, I think she's like 100 times prettier than me. She's like, I don't know, how do you do it? Like, I don't get it. Like, everyone keeps coming, every guy here is buying you drinks. Everyone keeps coming up to you asking, who are you? And I said, I just turn it on. It's just a button. Doop. And I can turn it off at any point. Doop. And I'm going to teach you how to do it as well. Hi, my name is Nika. Not Nike. I study all things neuroscience. Let's do this all the time. And people thought it was pompous, but I don't think so. I just think it's my only talent. I will say, when I was an influencer, no matter what room I walk into, no matter what celebrity is in that room, no matter what influencer is in that room, no matter how beautiful, how rich they are, if I walk into that room and I go, poof, they will all be invisible. And the spotlight will be on me. And I believe that strongly because I've practiced it so much and I know how to do it. And I can do it at any time. Charisma is not magic. It's our brain responding to very specific signals. I'm going to practice in front of the mirror every single day for 2 weeks on how to smile with your eyes and your eyes only. You're not going to smile with your mouth. Because in psychology, when you smile with your eyes, for some reason, it makes you seem like a much more warm person. I don't know why, but you seem much more warm. And when you come across like a warm person, it activates whoever's looking at you, reward circuit system. And guess what? They get a lot of dopamine and a lot of oxytocin into their body, and they want to bond with you faster. So you're not going to be walking around like this. No, don't do that, okay? You're going to smile like this. That's it. To mirror whoever is in front of you, energy. Our mirror neurons actually copy people's tone and posture. If you just be very subtle. Don't do it aggressive. Be very subtle. If you just subtly copy someone, like if they flick their hair, you do it immediately as well. If they cross their arms, you cross your arm as well. They will have an uncanny sense to bond to you. They want to connect with you so bad. And this one is the most imperative. You want to pause before you speak. Silence is powerful. The quietest person in the room will always appear as the most powerful person in the room. The brain thinks of unhurried conversation, unhurried speech as authority. And when you talk slowly, you pick every word, or you're just silent, people lean in. They're like, who's this mysterious person? They want to know everything about you. So talk less, listen more. And when you finally choose to talk, tell stories. Don't just talk. Pick a story in your head and tell it. Narratives light up the sensory cortex, the hippocampus, and the amygdala, and they make people feel your words. So tell the longest story you can tell as slowly as possible. When conversing with people, use their name. The sweetest sound to the brain is its own identity. When you use someone's name in a conversation, don't overdo it. I'm like, Sarah, but like use it like every 4 or 5 sentences. What it does is that it activates the self-referential networks, and that deepens rapport instantly. And last but not least, and I believe this is actually what works for me, make them the star. Attention is a currency. And when you give it fully, the brain feels seen, it feels valued, and it feels magnetic. When you're talking to them, make them feel so important. That's charisma on command. That's the Marilyn Monroe effect. Because connection is not luck. It's a skill. It's a skill that you can master at any time. Or you can just get my book, How to Be a Fearless Networker, and you can read it and you will master it within 5 minutes. I believe in you, and I pray you always believe in yourself. Stay fast.